finally got this car onto the dyno. Got to put the bumper back on the car, but I figured I'd just kind of show the setup while the bumper's off. This is how everything's looking. You guys see the kinetics manifold, Vortex V2 kit, all the supporting mods, all the upgrades, injectors, CGM, full fuel system. Kind of made that intake myself off of stuff I just bought on Amazon. So, but yeah, gonna put the bumper back on and gonna take this thing out for some test pulls and for some testing today. So today is the next day. I ended up throwing the bumper on the car yesterday. I was gonna take it out and film some driving, take the car out for some pulls and stuff like that, but just ended up kind of raining yesterday and I got caught up with some other stuff, so didn't really take the car out. I was contemplating, because the car was spinning like automatically. It was spinning on the setup before when the car was making less power, so I was contemplating taking off the drag pack from the Turbo Z. This thing just got brand new tires, but I think I'm just gonna leave it how it is. I really don't want to wear down the tread on these tires. I'm just gonna leave it on this car for now. I don't feel like going through all the hassles, so we'll go and drive this car later and see if it does hook up. I mean, if not, it just is what it is. It needs new tires anyway. It's currently on like a 265 Federal, which is, it's just not enough tire. The car's not hooking up. So we'll end up swapping these tires to probably like a 295 or a 305, but I don't want to do a weld or anything. I want to keep these wheel setups. I like how the car just looks simple, clean. It's like a street car. Like I said, obviously I know these will hook up, but it is what it is. I'm gonna leave them on this car. Don't mind the way this car looks right now. If you guys have seen this car on my TikTok or my Instagram or anything like that, you know it has the carbon over fenders and it has the carbon tunnel hatch. I'll do a separate video on this car, kind of diving into everything and just an update on where everything's at. But the carbon's, you know, getting redone on this thing, so that's kind of where it's at. So like I said, this really isn't the point of the video. It's just here, but I'm gonna leave this setup and we'll go drive that car exactly how it is. And we'll just get into it, show you guys what's done to the car, and talk about everything you'll, you know, kind of need to make this power. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna do a quick rundown of kind of this setup and everything that's on the car. Obviously the body of the car is pretty much bone stock. As far as the suspension, I bought the car with some of the parts already on it. It's got some cheap coilovers on the car. I never ended up swapping them. I mean, I would like to at some point, but it's not really like a pressing issue. The car came with the RPF ones, the SPCs. Just did drilled and slotted rotors, but it doesn't have a big brake kit or anything crazy on it. Obviously the biggest thing on this car is going to be the Vortex kit. It has a Vortex V2, the TI blower. I did do the 2.87 pulley, so there's that. Now if you guys want to run this kit, there's going to be a super big thing is to get this Tim rod, or this radius rod. There's a guy on Facebook, Tim Hampton. He makes these. They're great. I had a bunch of belt slip issues until I ended up getting this, and then it kind of solved everything. Basically, this bracket itself flexes, and that's what causes the belt to tear. So you're gonna need this if you supercharge your 350Z, specifically the DE, with a Vortex kit. Definitely need that. It's, you know, you have to reach out to him personally. It's not something you could just, you know, buy at the store. It's, you know, custom made. The car came already how I bought it, with the kinetics manifold. I upgraded to 1050 ID injectors. It's got a 420 Dirtworks pump with a 370Z fuel pump assembly and the CJM billet top hat. You know, we had to do the assembly for the top hat to fit because it burnt up the stock fuel pump housing, or assembly, I guess you could say. It also has the CGM SO fuel return. You know, just came with the Z1 hoses. It's not really something I did. But that's kind of, you know, as far as what we got going on in the engine, that's everything that's done. It's got ISR long tube headers. That's something that came with the car already. And then it has a Tomei Y pipe and a Tomei catback. So basically, aside from the supercharger, I kind of bought this car how it was. It is a 06, so the car was a rev up, but the motor blew up when we put the supercharger on it. This car was previously on nitrous, so I knew, you know, the car didn't make a whole bunch of power when it was NA and I got it tuned, so I kind of knew the motor was hurting, but I figured why not, you know, just boost it anyway. So we boosted it, it blew up. Then I had to swap to I just ended up swapping a D into it. Also, I bought the car for relatively cheap because the car had a 5th gear transmission issue, so it's got a fresh trans in it, a low mileage motor. You know, I did the kit, obviously, you know, it's got Mishimoto fans and the radiator, some of the stuff that's upgraded on this kit. It's got the Treadstone 4.5 inch intercooler. So this intercooler is rated for like almost 1400 horsepower, which is crazy. And then the blow off valve, if you could see it down in there, that's the that's like the 1000 horsepower whatever blow off valve, you know, crazy. It's not the one that typically comes with this kit. So yeah, but like I said, the exhaust and all the bolt-ons were previously already on this car. And then as far as the interior goes, like this thing's pretty stock. We took the radio out and made that kind of custom gauge cluster for the AFR and the boost gauge. Didn't really go crazy with this. It's just stock. I took these seats out of from my HR out and threw them in here. And then the hatch is gutted. There's a little cover for the car in the back right there, but you know, this car has no radio, nothing like that. I pulled the AC belt off just so the car has a little bit less tension on it, and there's less going on because, you know, I kept having those belt slipping issues. So I'm not really worried about it because I don't plan on this isn't a daily driver. Like I said, it's just kind of a weekend car. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. Don't really have many other plans for it other than just cleaning up the little stuff with this car. On the dyno, we turned it up pretty much all the way, at least where I'm gonna leave it at. It made 475 wheel and 407 torque on about 12 to 13 psi. And again, this is a bone stock DE motor. We had to swap over the wiring harness and the ECU because the old one took a dump. So all that's, you know, it's basically relatively a low mileage car in a nutshell, or at least the drivetrain itself. So yeah, that's everything done to this thing. Like I said, I don't really have any other plans for it in the future. This is kind of how it sits. I'll just clean up the little stuff, maybe put a lip on it and get it paint matched. And like I said, obviously I got to get new tires to get the car to hook up, but that's pretty much everything that's done to it. This car does have a upgraded ACT clutch. We went ahead and did that whenever the transmission was getting replaced. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking to do a setup like this, there's really no way of cheaping out, especially with the VQs. Like I just wouldn't recommend that. Like, spend the money the first time, do it the right way. You know, this car, it's got a lot of money into it. I mean, a lot of the stuff was already on it, so I got lucky. But you know, anybody that knows it's at least 10 grand in all the supporting mods and with the tuning and everything like that. So there just is no cheap way of getting around that. Like, you might as well do it the right way, do it the first time and do it right. Obviously the dyno went pretty smoothly just because, like I said, we didn't cheap out on any parts. I got kind of all of the stuff that admin tuning and that the builder recommended. And you know, obviously I know this platform, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, and you know, I just didn't want to cheap out on anything. Wanted to make sure everything went smoothly, which it did. Now it is a DE, so the motor's pretty much at its max. I mean, a lot of people say like these motors are good for like 380 to 400 boosted, and even then they're kind of finicky. I think I could get away with how much power the car makes just because I'm not going to be daily driving it. You know, this car only comes out occasionally, and I stay, you know, off of Redline. It's a little hard to with this kit, but You know, I don't abuse the cars. If you just do general maintenance, like, they should last. My HR that's in the back that you guys saw, that car makes 600 horsepower, and it's been, you know, abused. I ran that car on nitrous before. It has, you know, had no issues. It's still the stock motor. It has 175,000 miles. Obviously it's an HR, so it's different, but just a general, like, train of thought, you know, if you keep up with the maintenance, these cars do pretty good. But yeah, it's pretty much maxed out, I would say. 475 is a lot for a DE. Try and stay away from red line with this car to get it to last longer. I know it's not going to last forever because it's not built. But even with building the motors, I mean, it's still not a guarantee that it's going to last. So I'm just going to run this car stock block. The Supercharger is perfect just for, like, the street and driving around town and having fun. And yeah, that's it, man. So we're going to take the car out later. And obviously, it's probably not going to hook up the best, but we're going to get some videos of driving the car and doing some pulls and just seeing how the car does and showing it to you guys. So we'll get to that. All right, so we got the drag pack on the car because I pretty much got bullied into it by these guys. So we're trying to find out if this car is gonna rub or not. So this is the method. We gotta get some weight in the rear end. Get to the side, let's see. I think we're good, boys. I think we're good. I think we're solid. We're gonna go out and make some test passes. So we're taking the car out. We're gonna do some test passes with Damien in the car, see how it does. It's the 4th of July, so we're kind of gonna be on the lookout, even though we're in Mexico. But you know, anything could happen. We don't want to get pulled over, so gonna drive around, warm the car up a little bit, and see how it does on the drag pack. Hopefully, it doesn't rub.
Damn!
God.
Damn!
We are moving out, boys.
Oh,
Holy
shit. That gets down, bro.
No spin. There was crazy wheel hop in second gear before the drag pack went on. Obviously, I didn't want to run one in the car, but it feels like the car probably needs it. And like, this kid just never gets old. Just listen to the car, like, listen to the downshifts. I'd say the downside is anybody hears this car from a mile away, so. Not really sure what's going on with the car. We just made a couple passes and then we went to leave and the car just kind of shut off. So I don't know, it's weird. When you shut the hood, the car's just kind of shut off. It's fine, and then it shuts off. So I don't know, maybe some type of ground issue. But as the car shut off, we saw a cop down the road. So maybe it's a sign to call it quits. It's 4th of July, so maybe safer than sorry. But we're gonna try and get this car back home and figure out what the issue is. Gonna be heading over to my boy Hector's house and checking up on his Civic, doing a little rundown on that build. right, so I'm here with my boy Hector. We're throwing everything together on this on his Civic build. I'll post a clip before without the headlights and everything on it, but this car just came back from paint. I'll let him talk to you guys, kind of tell you, go over the build, see what's done to it, what's the plans for it with the future. Got the tail lights on, putting the headlights and the side skirts on, a little bit of progress. Question is, how many dudes does it take to put a side skirt on?
I think. Hold on.
All right, boys. Today we're here with Big Hector, and now we're not. All right, boys. We're back with Big Heck. We took a break to get him some more. Let's go, Hector.
What up, bro? All right. My name's Hector, and this is my 1999 Honda Civic Coupe. Working project. I just got it back from paint. As you guys can see, she's still not put back together.
What are we putting in it?
Right behind you, I have a K24 A2 swap out of a 2008 RSX with a matching, no, not matching, it's a RSX 5-speed bone stock. I set the LSD, carbon synchros. Engine has a Type S pump, 50-degree VTC, and like that's about it.
And we're not worried about the trends. We're good on carbon synchros and everything like that.
I don't really like trans, but I'm not. I think we're good on the trans.
Okay, yeah, 100% good on the trans.
100% good on the trans.
Okay, well, what's this over here?
So yeah, the car is boosted. It was boosted. I had the car put together before I sent it to paint, and I ripped it all apart. As you guys can see, we painted the bay. Oh, we just got nervous. But yeah, we painted the bay. We want to make sure it's nice and pretty. And that's about it. Car made 475 on E85 with 15 pounds of boost. We're a little bit heavier now, so we might crank those numbers up. Everybody's gonna say, well, it's gonna blow up. Yes, it is, but we got engines.
No, it's not going to blow up, but in case it does.
We got engines.
Well, what's this one over here?
That is K20Z1 out of
That's
this pretty little thing.
Mm.
This Chariot, this 1,000 horsepower beast.
That's the race car.
This thing puts belt to ass.
We like that.
Scared of the RSXs out here. And that's it. As you guys quick walk around. Car is all original. Used to be my mom's car, but now it's mine. And she had it stock, but not with me. Interior, you guys cannot fry me. I have not washed this since I got it back, but I'll show you guys. Stock seats, little K-tune shifter, and the prized possession, good old half cage. It will be all cleaned up. It's not staying like this. It's just part of the process. You guys are getting first-hand see before I put it back together, or the process of putting it back together. That's it. I do got bumpers. I do got the side molding. They're just waiting for the car to go back together and to put it all together at once. I do got wheels and a brake upgrade. I have the Willwood 4-piston big brake kit with the 15-inch rotors, so I can't use my 15s no more. So yeah, everybody knows the glitch. We all went Alibaba. And
What do you mean Alibaba? Those are authentic.
yeah, these are
That's as
These
real as
are,
it gets. Dude, curl those a few times. Show them how light that is. Big Heck.
the goon hands.
Type.
But we got this heavy ass wheel.
They look good though.
We're just gonna put some 16s. These are 16x7s. We're gonna put some sticky R888s, I think. I'm guessing for now. 215, 45, 16s. Once I get those, we'll start the video back up. And this is my build. If you guys got any questions, leave it in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. And see you next time.
Very good.
Trying to get the jack out of this car from the technical difficulties yesterday. Oh. Yeah, just some Honda Boy things. Hold on, bro. We had to get the camera rolling again for this. Why are these in the back seat, bro?
The driver mod, bro. I'm telling you. Oh.
Bro, the driver mod is crazy. This looks like something that's in my grandpa's closet. Oh my gosh. Dude's got these just chilling on standby. How do you feel, bro?
Do I look fresh?
He's ready to money shift right now.
I feel like, hide your grandma.
This is crazy.
How's that heel toe? Heel toe though.
Heel toe? How do I do a heel toe? Is that a
Other
heel
leg.
toe?
Other leg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that feels good, bro. I feel like I could rip some shit in this, bro.
All right.
Ooh.
This is, just so y'all see this, this is hand stain remover, so, you know.
It might be my
Oh.
goon.
Yeah, get you some of
I've
that.
been goon collecting, bro.
Oh, shit. Look at the mark you left in there. Oh.
Yeah, what's your hands too?
Okay, let me get some of that. Bring that over here, Hector.
I'm sorry to say, but it's actually working. I feel like this could be homemade.
My goon.
Oh.
My goon cleans the boys.
Well, I like the operation we got over here. Let me in on this.
I mean, this is a method.
We might be onto something. Hector, where's the rest of the goop juice at?
Right there behind you.
Oh, man.
That pretty much concludes the video, guys. There's plenty of cars that are going to be on the channel, obviously like Hector's that you guys just saw, and we'll do an update video when everything's thrown back in that car. Kind of same thing with this. I'll do an update or a video of this car when we put the carbon back on it and everything kind of gets buttoned up. Obviously, can't really drive the car around now. We'll do also a separate video on this, so just stay tuned. Like Hector said, if you guys want to subscribe and just, you know, there's kind of a little bit of everything on the channel. So, yeah, just tune into the next video and we'll see where everything's at. Thanks for watching.